like
yeah,
this
so am I.
app called
That they're
VEVE,
going to get into the NFT market, and
VEVE. And
so even the
so
NFTs, man. I know you bought one.
what I like about
I think I
them
ended up
is
buying one
there's
similar to
some,
you.
I don't know if I'll call it merit, but I think they're a little bit more legit than some things that are happening in the NFT market. And so what Vivi does is they have partnerships. Basically,
Hmm.
they get the rights to make digital art, I guess digital collectibles of random brands and things that people like. So for example, where did you land? I'm tripping. Yeah, so they do DC. They just did Back to the Future, and they have a few
Is it
other
with DC
brands.
Marvel? Do
Yeah, I
they have
bought a
it? I'm running
DeLorean.
over to you.
So yeah, so kind of how
Did you end up picking the DeLorean?
yeah,
So what's the market prices
yeah.
on
I
some of
don't
this
even
stuff we're talking? I mean, it's not 500,000, right?
yeah more
Can the
collectibles.
average retail
Let's
trader
see.
like us do that? Yeah, NFT, Jake. Yeah, they are the digital images and videos. So NBA Top Shot has kind of these clips that they sell. But the weird thing is, and then I'll give the mic back to you here, cuz. But the irony of this is like you own it, but you don't actually own the rights to the
Strange
product,
concept.
right? So like the NBA, you're buying the clip, you're not actually buying the copyright to own the product, right, or the art piece. So that's where things get real funky because I could see lawsuits happening pretty darn soon of people going, I spent 500,000 on this, or in some cases way more than that, and they're going, no, I owned it, I
Yeah,
bought it,
big
and
difference.
the copyright side of folks are going to say, no, you didn't. You bought the right to have it. You didn't buy the right to own it. So the legal side of this is going to come really gray really soon once people really start understanding what, or maybe not understanding what they're purchasing more likely than not, with the assumption that they're buying the right to own,
Well, I don't.
but they could
Yeah.
trade it still. So it's kind of like, it's funky, man.
Oh, you're good.
It's funky.
Yeah, so V they just do like digital collectibles. So
But yeah, there's
kind of like if you think
NFTs.
about
But yeah, VEVE.
what
Sorry,
typically
totally
today
cut you off on
things
that
look
one.
like, you buy like an action figure, right? So they're basically doing an NFT version of that. So you can buy like a digital collectible of a Batman, or you can do it of the DeLorean from Back to the Future, whatever they release. And so kind of how all these platforms work is prices are based on rarity of something. So like that clip you just shared, that's probably like a one of one, and that's why it sold for so much, is my guess. So there's always a rarity to things. People can put essentially like however many they want out on the market of the NFT that they're
Right.
selling. So, for example, the DeLorean I bought, they had an ultra rare version. It's kind of how this app works. So they have rarities assigned to all of them. So I bought just because the other ones sold out so quickly. But they have an ultra rare, a rare, and then a common. And then there's prices associated with those different levels. There's a
Mind
bow over
blown.
here
Yeah,
if
I
you
know.
want it. I know you're the bow master. VEVE, VEVE. And so they're so
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's an app. And so there's some interesting things about them is
Sorry.
one, they have like basically the full
Yeah,
rights
it's a
to these
downloadable
different
app. Yeah,
brands to
on
be
your
to
phone.
make NFTs. And then they have apparently they're in the works of getting some rights with the NFL too, which is pretty interesting. Basically like players that they have these collectibles of. Um, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think they're legit just
Buy me some
because
Kittle.
people bought action figures of Batman for the last however many years. Why wouldn't they just buy like a digital version of that? So I think there's a lot of legitimacy to it. And so how it works is you have to buy how all these NFT networks work is you have to buy their cryptocurrency. So you can't buy NFTs with dollar bills or whatever real like currency of a country. You have to buy it with a cryptocurrency. So some of the platforms you can use Bitcoin or Ethereum, or certain networks like the NBA and Phoebe, they've made their own. Is there a guy under me? They've made their own cryptocurrency. So you have to exchange your dollars for their cryptocurrency, and then you can use that cryptocurrency to buy the collectible. And so what's really cool about VEVE's cryptocurrency is every collectible that's purchased, one of their cryptocurrencies, one token is the word they use, a token is destroyed. So over time with their cryptocurrency is, yeah, essentially like over time there's going to be less and less of their tokens on the
It's their
market,
way
which in
of
theory makes it more valuable
blockchain,
over
right?
time. And so I think what they did on the crypto side is super smart. And then I think going with these major brands that people love and are never going to stop loving, I think there's a lot
It's
of
kind of like a different version
legitimacy
of
to
crypto.
that compared to this random
Yeah.
artist that's hype right now, or this random, you know, meme that some people find really funny. Like those things in my mind don't have long-term value compared to
Yeah.
this collectible of Batman that people are always going to love. And so that's just my I'm pretty I'm not buying a whole lot of NFTs, but I am buying these NFTs from VEVE because I think there's something there when a lot of markets there's not. Mhm. Yep.
Right. And the cool thing about it too is you kind of have this cool augmented reality
Mhm. You
function
can
with it
sell them
too, right? So
finally.
you have your showroom, if you will. But I just
Yep.
realized also, was it last week or this week, they opened up their marketplace. Did you see that?
Yep.
So now you can actually trade, swap, do whatever you want to do with your merch, your figures, digital figurines. So it's really, really kind of cool, man. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty interesting, Jake. Just kind of the concept. At first, when Chilldale was telling me about it, I was hecka skeptical. I was like, what? Another one? Like another thing? And then I downloaded the app and was like, okay. And they're legit,
Yep.
these virtual figurines, if you will.
Yep.
And the cool thing is he was saying is there's limited drops too.
They sell
So you
out
got to log
every
in at a
drop. They
certain
sell out
time to
within
get
an
access
hour.
to this
All of them. And
product
there's
before
I think
it
typically with
really
the rare drop, there's like
is sold out
2,500, and
at the end of
then
the day. So
with like the more common collectibles that they drop, there's like 50,000 typically. Oh my gosh, I'm getting destroyed by this dinosaur. Um, and so yeah, yeah, they sell out with like they sell out within like an hour. Like I barely was able to get. I was barely able to
so the
get
last
a
one,
common DeLorean because I thought the DeLorean is going to be something everybody's going to want. So I barely was. I got like one of the last like 3 or 4 thousand of the common DeLoreans. I wanted to buy a rare one. They were selling for $79, and now people are selling them for 250 and up, which is insane. So, hmm hmm
yeah, I saw that. Even the $40 ones, I mean, people are flipping it for a quick profit, which is, yeah, it's kind of the name of the game. But they have
oh yeah,
the
Ultraman. They got a lot of
Fireflies. I
Ultraman
don't want
stuff
that,
on there, which I never heard of that. I don't even know what that
but yeah, it's
is.
pretty cool. And I have up right now too. The last one looks like they released is the Rise of Ultraman. So it's looking like this one's, yeah, $40 for a common one.
No, I did not shoot.
7,800 of them released,
Yep, someone's shooting
Series
at me.
One. So I mean,
It might
whether
not
you're
be a
into that kind of thing or
bot. I
not,
think
was
I'm
that you
getting
shooting?
grenades thrown at me.
That's a bot shooting me through the wall.
Actually, it might
It's
be a
awesome.
bot.
It's a bot.
Oh, that didn't hit. Dude, I suck at these
Yeah, this
bows,
dude shooting
bro.
through the wall.
How do you get good at that?
You're going down, boy.
Yeah.
3 bows to the
But
crotch
yeah, I
of
think
your
VV is
Gonzo.
still one of the platforms I think has a, personally in my opinion, one of the
You got to hold it
best
down for a
potentials.
good second too to
Because
get
just
that
doing what people have done for
strong
years
hit.
is making these collectibles. But I think what makes it different is instead of making like 5 million of these Batman figurines or toys, there's only 50,000 of them, and there's only 50,000 forever, or there's only 2,500 forever. You can't duplicate them.